Folks, it is time. It's time. As much as I cleaned up this engine bay, made it look real nice, it's time to start ripping all this exhaust off, get all this stock junk out of here. Figure out if we're gonna cut this, shorten it up, if we're gonna leave it, what kind of turbo we're gonna put on. I don't know. Next time you see us, hopefully this cabinet will be empty. Hopefully, I haven't decided if I'm gonna back it up, which I probably will. Smartest thing to do would be to back it up, put it on the ramps. That way I don't have to put a lot, trying to jack it up. I don't have a low pro jack yet. I'm still rocking with this guy over here. Don't mind this mess. Whole lot of new parts in, and that's just kind of the aftermath of me opening some of it recently. There's stuff there and boxes, and I've kind of got it cleaned up in here a bit. About the cleanest I've had in a while, but you see more boxes. So yeah, this is the jack that I've got here. Just a standard 310 jack. Not really friendly to the Miata, so I'm gonna try to get a low pro jack, but it is around Christmas time and I want to get all the family presents squared away first. So let's just get on to this stuff I already have. And that's what I'm basically rolling with at the moment. I've already got a bunch of turbo stuff happening. I haven't given up on Fazda. There's a completely whole new problem about getting the trans to clear the steering rack. So that's a whole nother video, but I will get on that soon. I promise you. I did not go, one video every 6 months on Fazda. We will be getting this done sooner than later. But I want to get the Miata going as well. I don't want to get stale. I've got a lot of stuff to do. And I live in a place that's nice. So we got good weather. I can drive the car a lot. Yeah, get the front bumper off. Start mocking up the intercooler, which is right there. You can see it says intercooler. And yeah, go from there. Got all paneless out here. When I mean old, this thing's probably as old as I am. I'm gonna get it set up and we have to cut the exhaust off because we're not gonna be able to get to those bolts. I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. Look at the exhaust. You can see some hack. Now I don't know if it's hollow. We'll find out if it's hollow here in a minute, but you can see they completely welded that cat on. And yeah. So there's no way that we're gonna be able to unbolt and actually get the exhaust off to put the custom exhaust that we want to have up here. Cause I'm probably gonna try to go 3-inch. I may do 2.5, but I'm gonna try to go 3-inch. We'll see. We're just gonna hack it right there. Dude, that ain't cutting anything. Let's try this again. Maybe these ones will hold up this time. Oh, that's lame. I mean, it was working okay, from what I can see. But that's lame. Right. If I did that right, we should just be able to pull this thing up and out. It's all unbolted right here. Oh, come on. Alright, so right down in there, that heat shield clamp, that thing though, it's being really, really annoying. The reason why is because the heat shield is flanged, and I'll show you what that means as soon as I get it off. So I'm a little sour, this thing won't come out the way I want. Oh, I guess we're just gonna have to cut it more up here at this stupid elbow junction thing, this bend right here. We're definitely gonna have to fix things now. With a little bit of hopes and dreams on the line, let's see if we can get this thing to pop out. All right, maybe. Oh, come on. We got it out. So there you go. That was the problem. That flange right here. It just kept binding up. And very little room to get this out. And seeing that is all one piece, like, it goes to right here. So That was why that was spinning. And yay! Oh, don't pull that out. That's right. Wait a second. Is that? Oh yeah, that's cool. Manifold gasket still on. And there's our little hose piece. Yeah, little hose piece still goes on there. That was rough though. Mainly just because that one there. Like I'm gonna have to angle it down and then tighten this. And tighten this one. Just because it's barely got any clearance for the flange. The other ones look good though. Looks like it'll all clear. Stuck their little gasket on there. All right. So that's what we need to solve. That's gonna be the hardest part to figure out. That's a really, really rough angle for an exhaust to make. Almost to the point where I might even be, no, there's not a lot to cut out right there. And as usual, it's always something. I did my best to reclock this turbo in every way that I could to try to get the wastegate actuator to be down so that, you know, it would work. The problem being is that it just won't. It'll move in this little pot right there. The problem is that disturbs the diaphragm. You want this thing as loose and normal as possible. And, well, I mean, not loose, but you know, you want it to where it actuates properly. Well, if I go like this, watch what it does. See how it moves over to the side? And so now that thing's got a preload on it because the angle is not proper. That's the angle that it's gonna have to be at. I think I'm gonna pie cut it right here, take out pretty much that whole area that's shadowed and try to bring it to where, there we go, to where it's straight like that. Just have it run right in line, right along there. I don't really know what else to do. Yeah, it's kind of frustrating because I'd like to have it to where it's down there. At least the hood would close. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it would close right there. But that's the issue right now, is it won't close, you know, up like that. I really don't want to have to go to an external wastegate and change it. I like the internal wastegate design. It's nice and compact. But we may have to take this 5-bolt off, put on a regular flange, you know, weld a down pipe with a wastegate. Kind of sucks. What's up, dude?
Checking on you.
You just checking on me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm crazy, kid. Yeah. Because, I mean, the turbo needs to be like that anyway. That's the problem is not how the turbo itself is clocked. You see, that's where the wastegate actuator sits at right now. So if I do this, you see what I mean? It's gonna, you see that? And you can hear it. So I think that's what I did wrong on Leroy, is I'm pretty sure that I have these pinched and they just weren't able to actuate, and so it just gave it all the boost. It gave it every amount of boost it could have, because when I had it on camera and we went back and looked at the footage, you could just see that the wastegates were not actuating. So that thing was probably making a ridiculous amount of boost. I'm surprised the head gaskets didn't pop. Well, actually, I think it did. So anyways, yeah, that's the issue here, is I don't want to have the wastegate actuator not work properly, and I'm not sure that there's any other way that I can do it without having to remove some of the stuff right here and just manipulate this to be at an angle that works. I don't know. I'm gonna do some thinking. Alright, so here's where I'm at so far. Cut the actuator off and was looking to see exactly like how this would line up. And right here, you can see it's up on this side still. Okay, so it's dead lined up right there. I'm just gonna pick it up. You saw it moved. But I've got it marked right there. I really like how that's gonna sit. Perfect. It won't be as close, and there's not gonna be a filter there anyway. That's gonna be a line coming out. But that's gonna go down probably about another 1/4 of an inch or so. And then we'll weld the flange up. See, it's got a little bit of a lip to it. We'll make that up. But right now I'm actually gonna cut this part. I'm gonna cut this part off. All right, it's done, it's done, it's done. It's all fabbed up. I need to paint it because now it's just raw steel and it's definitely gonna rust anytime moisture hits it. So I'll get that painted. Everything else is still coated. Otherwise, this cavity here is the only thing we're gonna have to really work with right now. Everything else will be straightforward. We'll just come down there and we'll wrap it around into the front right there. Probably end up cutting that tab off. So yeah, as you can see here, it actuates well. You found me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy kid. So yeah, this just plugging the holes on the side there because they're for relief. So there we go. How close that is. China Boost at its finest. The whole setup right there, about $250. I wonder if we can stay under $500, or I'm sure we're well under 500. But yeah, well, basically I'll give myself about a $500 budget for all the components besides the ECU. That was 4. So a tunable ECU. Basically try to stay under $1,000 to be able to get this all fitted up right. Get the intercooler up in here. I think we can do it for well under 1,000. We'll see.